Hello YouTubers, I'm Justin. Today on Dashandrun we're just doing a quick unboxing video. We're looking at this newer replacement battery for the Lumix G9, G5 and G6 cameras, and like all my videos we're going to get out the box and have a bit of a closer look and see if this is worth getting over the actual genuine article. So the first thing out of the packaging is all this paperwork, which is quite surprising considering really it's just a replacement battery, but it does include quite a bit of paperwork in the box, which is interesting, and that's the first thing out of it. Next out the box is a charging cable, and this is a USB-C cable, and it's unusual to get a charging cable with a replacement battery, and I'll show you why we've actually got a charging cable when I look at the battery. And finally we've got the battery itself, and as you can see this is the more newer version of the Lumix batteries, so this won't work in an older charger if you've got one for a G4 or some of the other earlier Lumix cameras, but it will work in those cameras because it's compatible still with them. It just requires a more newer charger. But the cool thing about this, when I take this cover off, if you look, it's actually got a USB-C charging port on it, and that's so you can charge the battery without having to actually buy an extra charger, which I think is a great little idea. Now the specs for this look fairly decent. It looks like it does match up with an actual original Lumix battery, which I've got here, and this is a proper Lumix battery, one of the newer ones. So what I'll do is I'll just do a weight test and see if the weight is very similar to the actual original Lumix battery. Okay, just one other feature I want to show you before we go to the weight test is how you charge this using this USB-C cable and what it actually does when you do charge it. So I've got a battery bank and a USB-C cable here, and I'm just going to plug that in. And as you can see, the light on it goes red, and that's to say that it's charging, and that will go green when it's fully charged. And that's a great feature because you don't need to bring a charger with you when you're using this battery. When you're using it with your camera, you can just use it with a battery bank, and I really like that feature. Anyway, let's go back to doing the weight test on this battery. Okay, so I've got a set of scales here, and that's just to weigh the different batteries. So first of all, I've got the genuine Lumix battery. So if we put that on, it should give us a reading. So it's got 80.5. And now I'll put the newer one on, and that's coming out pretty much the same. So at least the internals seem to be very similar in weight, which is a great thing. So overall, if you're looking for a replacement battery, this definitely could be worth getting. The fact that it's also got a charging port on it is great, and the fact that it's the newer design, and it also feels like they've actually made sure that they've got the same weight and the capacity is pretty much the same as a genuine one. I think it's pretty much a good buy because it's quite a lot cheaper than buying the genuine one. So if you've got Lumix cameras and you're after a replacement battery or a spare battery, perhaps get one of these instead of paying for the genuine one and paying a lot more. Anyway, I'm Justin, and as always, thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel.